Your local Ashley HomeStore is spreading good news by bringing you Feel Good Friday.
Hey everybody, Nate Eaton here. Time for Feel Good Friday. Today I want to tell you about a woman named Lisa. She has worked at the Center for Hope in Idaho Falls for the past few years, coaching and helping so many people dealing with drug addiction or mental illness. Just recently, funding was cut and she lost her paid position, but that hasn't stopped her from going to work and helping others. In fact, she's now volunteering her time and efforts just to help those people who need some additional assistance. So we are going to surprise her at her home. Hello? Hi. Are you Lisa? Yeah, this is Lisa. Lisa, how long have you been helping out at the Center for Hope?
For almost 2 years.
And you've been working there, and what do you do?
I was the manager of volunteer services. My job was to help bring in community activities, pro-social activities for people with mental health and substance use.
Why do you do it?
I do it because the center is an important asset to our community. The people who have found some recovery, their desire is to give back what was so freely given to them, and it's a place for them to do that and to feel good about their back story and their recovery journey and the process that it took to get to where they are, and they want to give that to somebody else. What I've learned in my recovery is that I have people who understand that, and they can say, you know, rather than getting fearful about what's going to happen if we're struggling, they can say, you know what, I've been there, and let's have a cup of coffee and talk about it, you know, and that's the piece that's the most important.
You know, across the country, mental health services are getting cut, funding is getting cut, there's just not enough funding, and you are still doing this even though you're not getting paid, from what I understand.
I want to. I have so many volunteers who have come in there and worked hard to keep that center alive, and I'm looking forward to being one of those volunteers to help with that part of it. I've always admired them, and I was paid, but I admired them for coming in every day. When the center had their doors almost closed a couple of times, they came and were working sometimes 40 hours a week, trying to keep it open because they believed in it.
You mentioned a minute ago, have a cup of coffee. I understand you like coffee.
I love coffee.
You love coffee. Well, Ashley Furniture, and we wanted to give you this as part of our Feel Good Friday. There's a lot of Starbucks cards there, and also a movie. So get a cup of coffee, go see a movie, take some time out, and treat yourself. Last question before we go, what would you say to somebody out there who's struggling right now with a drug addiction or with a mental health issue that just doesn't know where to turn?
I would say that there are people out there who have been through it too. We have a Center for Hope, and right next door we have a crisis center. And so my suggestion is to reach out and know that it's going to be hard, but there are people there to walk with you through every piece of it if you want it. And the center's phone number is 208-497-2397. If you have a family member, if you have questions, the crisis center is also there. Just reach out.
Your local Ashley HomeStore is spreading good news by bringing you Feel Good Friday.